Hello, hello, hello. Footie here. It is WIP Wednesday. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how was your day? Um, I hope it was as amazing as our day was. Um, Please share what you did. I hope you did something fun. Roger and I had a great visit today, visiting my son Nick. He flew in last night from London with a coworker friend, Emma, cute as a bug. They attended a wedding in Paris, and then they had a layover in London. I mean, how nice is that, right? And anyway, they had another layover in Orlando before going back to Nashville. So they actually arrived last night, um, and stayed with Emma's mom in near Winter Garden. I think it was like about 15-minute drive for us. Not too bad. I'll be posting those photos because he's been sending me stuff. So anyway, we got up early and we drove down so we could have a short lunch, lunch visit with the kids. It was so great. Oh my God, I just love seeing him. So while I was driving down, well, I wasn't driving, to Winter Garden. It gave me more time to crochet on our trip. So this allowed me to add more rows to the yoga blanket. I completed the the pebble stitch on the first blanket. Oh my gosh, I love this stitch. It'll remind you of the popcorn stitch. It's so easy, so stinking easy. Oh my gosh. I mean, listen, if I can pick this up, you can too. Um, yeah, let me see, let me pull this out. Oh, you know what I meant to do? Yeah, I got it. Okay, that's good because I didn't want to forget this. So, so you know how the first well anyway, so this one what I did is I decided not to crochet two skeins of the pebble stitch. Okay? So this is what I did. Can you see that? Yeah. And so I had planned to do it. Well, this is a yoga blanket, so this is going to be a little bit different. So I didn't want to do like for the other blanket, I had little balls, so I had to use like two balls to make it a wider section. But this one is like a long skein. Oh, and I will tell you something. Okay, this is from Hobby Lobby. It is called Yarn Bee Simply Flawless. Do not buy this. Oh my gosh, it's awful. Just awful. I do not like it, but I'm already, I've gone too far, so I have no choice. It feels good, I will say that. But when you're crocheting, it just keeps splitting. And I had to keep taking stuff out and going back over. Because if you just start it's just like knitting. If you're used to knitting and just going along in a flow, crocheting in a flow, um, this yarn is not, you can't do that. You have to literally go into each stitch and pay attention to what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to have like craziness going on. So anyway, yeah, so I had to take out a couple rows a couple times. But anyway, it's okay. So anyway, what I decided to do is, so I did one skein of the green, and then I only did one, two, three, four, five. I think there's, I think there's 12 stitches. I think there's 12 stitches, 12 rows. I believe so, of this cream. And then I'm going to do another skein of this green, okay, for this section. So it'll repeat this section here. Then I'm going to do this little bit of the pebble stitch, and then I'm going to do it again. Then I'm going to do it again. And then I'm going to see how it looks. Like if it's long enough, to just put on, just to put the blanket on you when you're doing yoga. I don't know. If I had known that this was going to be so cute, I would have started with the white. Yeah, long green, white, long green, white, long green. But we'll see. I will definitely add a border because I think at first I was just going to do a small border, but maybe not because I really want it to be something. See, I'm not worried about this part. This part is going to be fine, but I need the length, and I don't believe the length would work. Yeah, it won't. But that's okay. So that well, you learn as you go, right? But anyway, I'm really, really excited. And like I said, the only thing I don't like is this particular yarn. The problem is I was trying to match it up with something and it was very difficult. It's the way it is. Anyway, it'll be fine. I'm not going to worry myself about it. But anyway, at least I got a chance to really get a lot of crocheting in when I was, on the road. So we really have to thank Alexandria for putting, this crochet along project for us, and so to make it easier for you to find each stitching, part one and part two, and we'll go up to part six, I believe, I've made a guide section for you. We need easy, right? Yes. So it'll be under Alexandra's Crochet-A-Long. And you'll find it. You'll have to just scroll down. And so remember that you need to visit her EyeLoveKnots website. She's it's right in there for you to click on. And if I recall correctly, you will find the code for downloading the free pattern there. I'm going to kind of go back and look to make sure that I'm saying that correctly because I did it this morning and I just want to make sure for you. And she has that written in here, because it is copyrighted. And so it's in here. Do not link to the PDF download link. Rather, linking should be done from the blog post or shop link. Okay. But then she says, feel free to use this information to make and sell your own items, which I think is really very generous of her. So really, guys, just go and do that. Even if you don't have a chance to crochet it right now, you may want to do it later. So yeah, go right ahead and do that. Um, so the other thing I'm doing, because I've already been downloading all my stuff, so I am placing and everything, all my weekly patterns in a narrow binder that I got from Office Depot. But I'm pretty sure I saw them at Walmart as well. I know you can get them. You can get them on Amazon. And then I'm just going to put a label on the back so I can keep track of what I'm doing. I know, like I need another binder, but guys, I'm trying to keep organized. It's like I don't want to be looking for things. But so I have this project in this bag and then I put the other blanket in a basket. So I'm putting things where all I have to do is grab whatever it is, just grab and go. So I don't have to worry. But the other thing, oh yeah, here it is. It's getting buried because let's see. So when we were there in Winter Garden, um, we stopped at the Plant Brewery. I think that's what it's called. It's a place where they have like food booths, and then they have the craft brewery at the end of this long building. And so we wanted to show Nick because he'd never been there before. And they got craft beers, and I got an iced Florida cooler tea that was so good. And while I was there, because there was a little tea place right on the corner, and when we stop, I always buy tea, loose tea there. So I bought like 3 bags of tea. Oh my gosh. So I got this wellness tea. What is in that wellness tea? Peppermint, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, licorice root, lemon, fennel, burdock root, cornflower petals. So that means if I squeeze a little lemon, it's going to turn blue. I think it's either going to be blue and it'll turn purple, something like that. And then I had to I wish now I'd gotten a larger bag, but that's okay. So I got the Florida cooler and hibiscus, apple, rose hip, orange, and pineapple. Oh my gosh. Girls, this is so good. I really liked it. Um, so I'm going to do this. So I watched her do it. So you put a tablespoon in an 8-ounce water. You heat the water and you steep for 3 to 4 minutes. So I watched her do this. So yeah, I'll put the I didn't realize that it's I've got my glasses on so I can see a little better. It has the website. So I'll put that in the website. And then I bought some matcha, the ceremonial grade green tea. And it is green tea from Japan. And I don't put mine in warm milk. I just put mine in water. And I don't want I sometimes I'll add just a tad of honey. Or what I'll do is if, because it's not sweet, but I don't want to put any sugar in my matcha tea. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll get a like a raspberry tea. Well, like this, where is it? This Florida cooler. So I could add a little bit of that in here. Or just make this and add it to there. Yeah, you can do that. So I'm going to try this tomorrow because we don't want to take this at night. Yes, I know. It's so much fun. But anyway, it was a fun day. It was a beautiful day. It was hot, but there was a breeze. Finally, we're getting a breeze. I can't wait because I miss my walking, but I have not been able to walk outside for well, since spring, because we got an early summer here and it hasn't stopped. It really hasn't. But I'm noticing that it's not 90 to 100 anymore. It's 80 to 90. So it's going down. You can see. So probably by September, you'll be able to breathe. So I really want to start getting back into shape. So I'll be posting, videos about that. But anyway, oh my, I'm just like on a high because I was so excited. So, okay, post what you've been working on. I love everybody's stuff. It's been so much fun. Yeah, I mean, you guys are so talented. It's just incredible. And I think it's like an inspiration for all of us, when we see what other people are doing, whether you do it well or not. Like, I am not an expert in crochet or knitting. I do better with crochet. Um, I can fix my mistakes, it's more forgiving. Whereas with knitting, I have to stop and I have to go look up, like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I dropped a stitch, and I never can remember because I don't do it enough. And so that's why I prefer to do the crochet. I just prefer doing it. But I'm not an expert. And I'm not an expert in anything, like in quilting. I love to quilt, but I'm not an expert at quilting. I can teach you how to do basic stuff, right? Um, so don't get bogged down, worrying that, oh, you're not good enough, because I already heard that. So don't get bogged down with that because we all are at a different level. I don't compare my what I do at Nancy's level or Paula's level. No, I don't compare myself to Alexandria or Maureen, but I love seeing what they do because, it just shows me that, okay, they were once me, you know? Yeah, and that's how you have to look at it. You're just learning, you're having fun. That's the whole thing. You're just having fun. And I really enjoy just, I just love sitting. Sometimes I just will sit and listen to music while I'm crocheting, and it just calms, it just kind of puts you in a flow. It's really nice. Make a cup of hot tea and just relax. Take, even if it's 15 minutes, take 15 minutes, to do something joyful, something that's creative, get out of that, oh, I'm too busy. Make time for yourself. Start with 15 minutes each day and then move up. And that's what I've been doing with the crochet. Because see, I don't have to pull anything out. I don't have to pull my sewing machine out and then clean up everything and put it away. I can just put it in a basket and pick it up, right? So yeah, so that's all you have to look at it that way and just have fun. And if you're quilting, show what you're working on, and don't and show it in your your space because nobody cares what it looks like. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. All right. So have fun. Have an awesome rest of the week. Okay. And I'm sending hugs, and I will see you next Wednesday. All righty. Bye.